Hello, everyone. This is Maysha with As Long as You're Breathing, and I know you don't see Michaela. And that's because, Maysha got the time wrong again. And I know no one is surprised. Of course, y'all know that Michaela is in the UK. And so we've had a little time zone snafu. She will be with us in 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead and do my unconditional love part 2 right now. Really quickly, and then get off of here. And because as y'all can hear, my allergies are still with me, and I'm still coughing some. And I'm going to try not to do that very much. And I'm going to try not to keep saying, I don't know why I've picked up that habit. I did not used to do that. So that's one thing I'm working on, is not saying as much as well. But anyway, I also want to remind you of what we have next week while I'm at it as well. Yes, I'm in a new location. Well, it's not a permanent location. I'm on vacation. So that's why you're not hearing and seeing from me a whole heck of a lot. I'm not doing much of anything other than in the mornings I'm writing, which I'm enjoying to no end. And then I'm playing in the afternoons. And so I'm in a wonderful location, enjoying myself a great deal. And it is, as my youngest son would have said, the adventure of a lifetime. And it is truly turning out to be exactly that. I guess it's the best vacation I've ever had in some ways. And so, hello, glad to have you. See, I did it. I'm going to break that habit. If you're joining us and you haven't enabled StreamYard, I'm not able to see who you are. So please go into settings and enable StreamYard so I can, because I don't want to ignore anyone. And I know that it says that this is the show that Michaela is going to be on, but that is actually going to happen in 1 hour. What I'm doing right now is just giving you an update, and I'm going to talk about unconditional love for a little bit, and then get off of here and wait for Michaela to join me in 1 hour. So that'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern, which is the time zone I'm in, 11 o'clock Central, and whatever time it is in the UK. Apparently, I'm totally clueless. Yes, because someone has told me this morning I'm such a ninny. But anyway, next week at 12 p.m. Pacific, and I know this is correct, 2 p.m. Central, I know this is correct, we're going to have Elaine Merrifield. She's going to do part 1 of her story. Elaine worked in healthcare like I did. Elaine dealt with chronic pain and visible illness like I did. And then Elaine ended up helping people online like I did. And she ended up writing about it and teaching. And our lives mirror each other in so many ways. And yet we're very different too. And when we get together and start talking, oh, thank you for the heart. When we get together and start talking, oh, glad to have you, glad to have you. It's, both of us are just, we're so connected and enjoy each other so much. And Elaine has been over on Fiber Life. She did Fibromyalgia Made Simple with me. We did episodes of that. I love Elaine Merrifield. She is, I want her to be a regular. I want her to become part of the As Long as You're Breathing family. And I believe that's what she wants to. I believe she will do, I said it again, I've got to stop that. I believe she will do some series for us. And the way Elaine works is she develops programs and she works through them. So I'm hoping that she will develop some and do them not only individually the way she does for her own people, her own website, her own page, et cetera, but I'm hoping she will just let them carry on over and be a part of our little world here. Elaine Merrifield next week, and then again the week after at 12 p.m. Pacific, and also that's also 2 p.m. Central Time. And yes, this ninny knows that those are right. So Elaine Merrifield, wonderful woman. So we're having her. Maggie's going to be here on the 13th, and we're talking star seeds. And Maggie's going to be here at 12 p.m. Central Time. Maggie and I think have got it worked out. I'm pretty darn sure we've got it worked out. Glad to have you. Please enable yourself on StreamYard so I can see who you are. Comment, let me know. I'm so glad to have you. Then Gabriella Washington. She is a twin flame medium. She also does intuitive jewelry. I don't have mine on today. I've kind of been busy this morning and I didn't get all of my jewelry on. I don't wear a lot anymore. I wear my locket and I wear my bracelets and I don't have them on. I'll have to put those on. But I can't wait for y'all to meet Gabriella Washington. She will be with us Saturday at 11 a.m. And that's the same time zone I live in, so I know I've got that one right. Then Elizabeth Kipp and Ricky McKinney both will be with me on the 20th. Ricky will be with me at 1 p.m. Ricky is a chef, certified nutritionist. Ricky is a very interesting lady who is all about cooking being fun and nutritious and interesting. But Ricky has other interests too. So we're doing her Every Life is a Story. And then Ricky has a regular cooking show that she does. So I want to pick it up and just follow it here as part of As Long as You're Breathing. And so that's what Ricky and I have in the works for you. And then, of course, the incomparable Elizabeth Kipp, whose latest book came out yesterday. So I know if you haven't gotten it yet, get over to elizabeth-kipp.com and do that because you get the bookmarker and you get her book of prayers that she's put together. So do that because, well, we have to support Elizabeth because Elizabeth is so good to us here. And we need to want to support Elizabeth because what Elizabeth does is amazing work. And with that, and then the last week of the month is my birthday week, and my friend Martha is coming. Did it again. My friend Martha is coming from Louisville to visit with me, or that's the plan as of right now. It's going to be an amazing month. But Elizabeth is a good lead-in, and my friend Martha visiting is a good lead-in for, well, the whole month is a good lead-in for this topic, which is the series on unconditional love. Unconditional love gets very misunderstood. People take it as it means you love someone and they can do whatever, or someone loves you and you can do whatever, or it's love that well, it's just carte blanche in the way you want it to be. It's all about you. We turn it into a selfish thing, invariably. And that's just not what it is. The term isn't meant to be done that way, just like it's a very, very emotional thing for me. Sorry about that. It's a very hard subject. Unconditional love is a two-step thing. One, we have to have unconditional love for self first. If we don't have unconditional love for ourselves, we don't know how to love unconditionally. So first and foremost, the first thing we have to do is learn to love ourselves unconditionally. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we take care of ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So we can show up in the world in vibrational alignment and say unequivocally and consistently, because we are healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. This is what you can expect of me. In all of our relationships, because living is relationships, this is what you can expect of me. Then we don't put the uncomfortable burden on those we are in relationship with of having to ask of us anything, because it is always uncomfortable to have to ask something of someone. No one wants to have to ask to be loved or ask for something in love. You don't want to have to ask to be loved. You want to be loved because you're loved. At work, you want to get your paycheck because, well, you've done the work and you've shown up and done what you said you can expect of me. So you want them to do what they said you can expect of them. You don't want to have to go ask for that pay. That's uncomfortable. Now, you may handle that uncomfortableness by going down the hall and being angry, but you're angry because it's uncomfortable. It causes an unhealthy situation. It causes health problems. It causes stress. And then the person you have to deal with most likely didn't create the situation, so it causes it for them too. That's one type of relationship. You can translate that into every type of relationship. Family relationships, friendships, all sorts of business relationships. Your relationship with the mail person, your relationship with the grocery person, your relationship with the person across the counter from you at the convenience store, and of course, our love relationships. We don't want to have to ask of someone something, because love isn't about expecting of someone. We should go into a relationship saying, this is what you can expect of me. And then from every other relationship, that is what the person in kind should be doing back. But we can't tell someone what they can expect of us until we know ourselves and have taken care of ourselves in such a way that we can be consistent and we know ourselves and we can show up in vibrational alignment as who we say we will be. Prepared to be that person. This is who I am. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. This is me. This is what you can expect of me. So we have to love ourselves unconditionally. And then part 2, the problem is we get stuck there. The heart knows this part. That's the part of the story the heart knows. And the mind learns that part easily. The mind's got that part. That feels good to the mind. That's safe. That's all about me. So the mind gets that. That is so safe. It's all about me. But part 2 is we are here to be in relationship, which means to be in service to one another. Part 2 is so we can do unto others as we would have them do unto self. That is how we come to not having expectations of others or having to ask anything of others. That's how we come to not having the uncomfortableness of relationships that cause all of these health problems and stresses and strains in our lives. If everyone steps into part 2, then we have health. We have peace, we have calmness, we have harmony, we have balance. I never believed in heaven on earth or utopia or perfect health, but this is how we have those things. I'm singing Kumbaya here, folks, but this is how we do it. It's unconditional love, but it's a two-step process. It starts with self, but we cannot stop there. We then have to do unto others. And that means we don't expect from others. Hey, John, so good to see you. So good to see you, my friend. Hope you got that truck fixed. Doesn't mean that we expect from others. It means we tell others. We show others. We do unto others. And when we're all living that way in all of our relationships, then we have health and happiness, peace and harmony. And that is what unconditional love is about. There's so much more to teach on this. It is a massive topic. It has to do with the 2,000-year age that we just stepped into. It has to do with so many things. But unconditional love does start with self, but it cannot end with self. Unconditional love with self is only so we are in vibrational alignment and have learned what it means to take care of ourselves so we can show up in the world the way we said we would. So we understand who it is that we are. So we are balanced, whole, centered, whole and complete in and of ourselves. So we know who we are and can be consistently who we say we will show up as. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is who you can expect me to be, what you can expect of me. At work, at home, at play, at church, every place, in every relationship. When we all do that, then we are automatically doing step 2, which is doing unto others. Then we are living out unconditional love. All of us. Then we've conquered our health problems. We've conquered our relationship problems. We've conquered our interpersonal problems. We've conquered our international problems. We've conquered our internal national problems. I'm gonna let y'all digest all that because it's big. All right, in just about 40 minutes, Michaela and I will be back. She's gonna talk about her upcoming workshop. She is the founder of Your Second Soulmate. If y'all recall her story just a couple weeks ago, Michaela had her soulmate. They were together for a long time. They lived on an island. He was apparently a famous musician who she did not tell us his name. But he was a famous musician, and unfortunately, she lost him. And she was several years finding her second soulmate, but she did. And in the process of that, she discovered it's not an easy thing to do. The world had changed. And so she has formed a company, and she's now helping other women do the same thing. And she's getting ready to have a workshop on this. And there's a lot that goes into this. And so Michaela and I are going to be talking about her workshop for this at the top of the hour. coming up, and I'm not going to say what time because I don't know what time zone y'all are in. I'm in the Eastern time zone. For me, it's going to be 10 o'clock. So Michaela's in the UK. I have no idea what time it is in the UK, folks, obviously. So as long as you're breathing, I'm going to see you all at the top of the hour with Michaela to talk about her workshop and her company and what she does with your second soulmate.